Hello, everybody. This is your daily real estate practice exam question. Oh my gosh, prorations. Let's jump into it. A buyer will receive a water bill for an estimated $100 at the end of the month. At the closing, the seller has used an estimated $43 in water. What should appear on the closing statement? A debit to the seller and a credit to the buyer for $57. B, a debit to the buyer and a credit to the seller for $57. C, a debit to the seller and a credit to the buyer for $43. Or D, a debit to the buyer and a credit to the seller for $43. So, this is a fantastic question because this is a pure reading comprehension question. They're not giving you a whole heck of a lot of information, but what they're giving you is very telling. So, number one, you do not know when it's closing. You do not know any of that information. You don't know that. All they're giving you is they're saying a water bill is going to be paid in arrears at the end of the month, meaning that the buyer is going to purchase the property, close on the property, and pay the $100 at the end of the month for the month that has already occurred. So, what does that mean to you in regards to proration? Well, that means that the seller has to pay the buyer because the seller has to pay the buyer for what has been used. Okay. So, a charge, a minus, is a debit. So, we're going to cross off anything that says a debit to the buyer, because it is not a debit to the buyer. The buyer has to get credited in this scenario. Okay? The buyer has to get credited in this scenario. So what you're left with is, what is the seller going to be debited and what is the buyer going to be credited? Is it $43 or is it $57? So 57, just so you know, is 43 subtracted from 100. In this scenario, whatever math they used, whatever they did, they estimated that the seller used $43 in water. So the seller would be debited $43, and that would be credited to the buyer on the closing statement. Guys, gals, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you understand that one, and I hope you get why that is. Because again, they didn't give you a lot of information, but with what you had, there was no way you could do any math here and try to figure out what was happening, who was charged what. No, they did it all for you. Easy, easy, easy stuff. But what you need to do is comprehend that they've done everything for you and that the buyer is going to pay it at the end of the month and that the seller has used $43 in water. So they have to be charged, debited to the seller, and you credit the buyer. I hope you like that one. I hope you like what we're doing here. And you know what to do. Smash that like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know, hey, love this question. Keep doing ones like this. Or ask me any questions. If you had some trouble with this one or any of the questions I have posted, please do let me know. We also have links down below. We're starting a new podcast. So if you go to the gym, you're exercising, you're out on the road, whatever the case may be, we have a podcast where we're going to be putting our real estate exam prep material right on there. So guys, take a look at that. That's down below in the description. And again, we'll see you real soon. And remember, hit that like button. Thank you so much, guys. I'll talk to you soon.